Hi friends, welcome to Triple Students YouTube channel. This is your Sai Praveen Kumar. So I am from Triple. So today we are going to discuss about the mathematical models of the control system. Okay, mathematical models of control system. Okay, mathematical models of control system. So in the previous class we already discussed about the open loop and closed loop control system with an example. So today we are going to discuss about the mathematical models of the control system. Generally what we have know about the control system. So control system is a group of components. Group of components are physical objects connected together to perform a objective. Okay, is it clear? And second one is the input and output relations are governed by the differential equations. Okay, so in these mathematical models every component can be converted into the differential equations for our analysis purpose. So see here, the input output relations are governed by the differential equation. It clearly shows, this point clearly shows the how the differential equations control the input output of the control systems. Okay, another one is the mathematical models. Okay students, the mathematical model of control system constitutes the differential equations. Okay, so all the mathematical models of control system constitutes the differential equations. Okay, so from these 3 points we can know that control system is a group of components, group of physical objects which connected together to process a objective or to conduct a objective. The input and output relations are governed by the differential equations of the control system, and the mathematical model of control system contributes the differential equation. And another one is the very most important, the output or responses of the control system. The output or response of the control system of various differential equations are for various input conditions. Okay, this point explains what means the output or response of the control system or can be used very different types of differential equations for various input conditions. That means the output can be totally converted into the differential equations output that is dependent on the input. Okay guys, these are the basics or introduction to the mathematical models of control system. Now we are going to use one more principle of linearity for the differential equations. Okay, now we are going to see the what is the principle we are going to operate the mathematical models. So the principle is the principle of linearity or superposition. So let us take a black like this. So G is the forward gain and the input for the one is R1 of t. Let's take the output as C1 of t, and one more black G, and the input for this one is R2 of t, and the output for this one is C2 of t. So now we are going to combine these two cases. Okay, see here. So let the A1 is the constant. So A1 and A2 are the both are coefficients. We can take a summing point here. Okay, both are going to summation. So here it is the R1 of t and here R2 of t. What happens when R1 of t signal is flowing through the A1 block? It will becomes A1 R1 of t. Okay, and it will becomes A2 R2 of t. Okay, is it clear, students? So from this, what is the output from the summing point? So a1 r1 of t plus a2 r2 of t. So now this signal passes through the gain. Then what is the output here? Output is automatically c3 of t. So here we got two outputs. When you see, when the system, the G system is going to be linear, means now that condition I am telling to you. Now I am going to show the condition when the G is becoming a linear. When it is becoming linear means a1 r1 of t is equals to c1 of t. That means the output of this one becomes c1 of t, and a2 r2 of t is equals to c2 of t. Okay, now what happens for finally overall condition is, so see here, c equals to a1 c1 of t plus a2 c2 of t. Then only if this system satisfies this condition, then only the system G is linear. Okay friends, I have got some old memories. When I teach this type of principle, I assume this is equal to the superposition theorem. Why? Because the individual responses sum is equals to overall responses. See, the overall response is c3 of t. See here, c3 of t is equals to sum of the individual response. So this case is similarly to that of superposition theorem when it goes to the network theorems like that. So this also satisfies the superposition condition. So finally the principle of linearity or superposition is this one. Okay friends, now we are going to know about the two very important things. Those are, first one is linear time invariant, and another one is linear time variant. So these are the two topics we are going to. Okay friends, the linear time invariant and linear time variant. So now we are going to discuss about these two things. First one, we are going to know about the linear time invariant. So this is the type of mechanism that the coefficients of the control system, okay, the coefficients of the control system describing the coefficients of the control system describing the coefficients are describing the system when they are set to be constant. So the coefficients are constant, then they are said to be linear time invariant. Okay, so linear time invariant. When coming to the linear time variant, so the coefficients are the coefficients governing the control system. Okay, that means the coefficients place the control over the system, output, input, whatever may be, the coefficients control the system. That means governing means it performs all the operations of the system. That's why linear time variant, that type of system. So in our syllabus, in this control system, we are going for the linear time invariant system. Why? Because in the linear time invariant system, the coefficients are constant. That's why we can reshape the system to our convenience for our analysis, to make our analysis easy. We are going to select the linear time invariant system. Okay, so what is the use of this linear time to make the control system for our convenience. So we reshape the control system for our convenience to make the analysis easy. Okay, to make the analysis easy, we are going to select the linear time invariant. So by this, the CISO, single input single output system, one of the model is single input single output system. That is, we are going to take to find the transfer function of the control system, transfer function. Okay, in the next video we are going to see about the transfer function. Okay friends, thanks for watching. So follow my channel regularly and subscribe to my channel and make our channel successful. Thank you.